and welcome to KTAL News Now Live. I'm your host, Marlo Layson, and today I have a very special guest. Louisiana State Treasurer John Fleming, MD, is in town today, and he's here to talk about some of what's going on at the Treasury Department. The Louisiana legislature is getting ready to convene in a couple of weeks, so we're just going to get into what residents can expect, what he has going on at the Treasury, and a very special announcement that he is poised to make. So, welcome, Treasurer Fleming.
Yeah, thank you, Marla.
So, you are you will announce, or you have announced a new K-12 transparency website.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about what that is and who can access it.
Well, we are launching today. It'll officially be launched through the media tomorrow in Baton Rouge at the Capitol, in the media room of the Capitol. And it is a transparency website for all public and charter schools in Louisiana. And that's critical because we also passed last year's, school choice. How can you choose a school if you don't know anything about it? And this, as I understand it, is the most comprehensive transparency website for K through 12 schools in the country, which means that you'll be able to see everything you'd want to know in terms of its efficiency, in terms of payroll, administrative costs, performance, contracts, all of those things, so that it helps you make a better choice for a school for your child.
So this is actually something to assist parents
Absolutely.
in choosing the right school for their children, but also for their family.
Yes, absolutely. And there are many factors that go into choosing a school now that we have free choice of schools. And as you know, the money that goes to the schools follows now the student as a result of school choice, which is a very good thing. And I think it's going to help people understand how to make the better choices so that we enhance good schools that are doing and help them become better, but also schools that are not doing well. We need to really focus and bring those back up to the standards necessary. And when you leave it purely to government, it just seems like that doesn't get done. But when you open it up to the parents who have a vested interest in good outcomes, I think we're going to see a lot of rapid improvement. We're already seeing that we're no longer at the bottom of the 50 states in our schools, that they're actually rising pretty rapidly.
Yeah, Dr. K. Brumley has done a great job with the schools and getting everybody on one page, working very closely with teachers and making sure that they have the tools that they need. Yep. Who are going to be responsible for updating this? Is this information coming straight from the Treasury, or?
No, actually, the information is updated from the schools themselves directly to the Treasury. And we've really have got a very complete set. There's a few schools that haven't turned absolutely everything in, but for the most part, I think we're at 95% compliance, which is really good for the launch. And but there's a software format that they provide the information, which we put it in, and it's a very friendly user-friendly website where anybody can look at it, anybody can learn from it. You don't have to be a nerd or a computer geek or anything like that, and you can compare schools against others. So maybe you're looking at what one school is doing. How do you know that's good or bad? Well, you can compare it with many other schools or one other school, a school that maybe you think is doing well, you can compare it against that one. So it'll give you a good range, I think, of context from which to make decisions.
That's awesome. And what would be the best use for this information, aside from obviously the parents making decisions on where their children will go to school? Would this be information that they could check with their local school boards about, or check with, what would be the dream for this?
Yes, I think ultimately it's accountability. You see, one of the problems we have in government today is there just isn't enough transparency with what's going on within government. And without it, how can you hold politicians, bureaucrats accountable for what they're doing? And this will be really the first opportunity that people can look inside of each and every school and school districts to see how well run they are. And really, I believe in this across government. This is parallel to what's happening in Washington with Elon Musk and Doge. We're finding incredible waste in Washington today, particularly with Social Security, where you have illegal immigrants receiving checks. And while that isn't happening in Louisiana, there's still a consistency, a theme here, that when you put it out there for the public to see, then there's accountability comes into place, and then you get a lot more, I would say, thoughtful spending rather than wasteful spending.
We all would like more thoughtful spending in
Yes.
government, absolutely, as taxpayers. There you have it, parents. User friendly. You don't have
Yes.
to have a tech degree to
No.
be able to look at the schools, how they spend their money,
Yep.
and what they're prioritizing, because that, as a
Exactly.
parent, is really what you care about,
Absolutely.
is what the schools are prioritizing their spending on.
Well, we've known for many years that teachers are underpaid, and they are underpaid. But we're never going to catch up on teacher pay unless we make sure administrative costs are much more cost effective, and we're not finding waste there. So hopefully what this really does is not only improve the quality of education our kids are getting, but it gives us opportunity to pay teachers more, so we can again retain good teachers. We don't want to lose good teachers. So there's really accountability, teacher pay raises, again, more efficiency in our school systems. There's just many things that can come out of this that are very good.